Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. Thank you for growing for a better way. Here we grow, growing God. I'm grateful for you, kings and queens. I'm grateful for you, keepers of the dream. Keep on rolling on full steam. I'm telling you, keep on keeping with the dream, honey. Can't nobody love you the way you can. Nobody you can love you better. And God got you, honey. God got you as you grow and keep on growing for the breakthrough. No matter what it look like, honey. You got to keep growing in God. You just got to give it over to the Lord. This is a daily journey. It's a daily struggle. We in the battle. We out here on the battlefield. Lord, it's rough. Lord, why we got to go through? Why me, God? Why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why do I got, I can't do it. I just can't do it no more. I'm ready to give up. But see, you are here to give God the glory. God is going to get the victory. The victory is yours. You are going to come out a warrior on top for God. You are going to rise up with the side. Take the rain that came, the rain that'll never come again. Take it and grow. Rise up in God, honey. That's what I know. I know to grow. I know it don't look too hot. It don't look too good. It don't look right. That ain't right. A whole lot of stuff ain't right. But one thing I know I can do, while everything else around me is wrong, I know I can do the right thing. See, I'm just going to do what's right. See, because I know God is blessing me. See, I just heard the King say, he said, as I keep helping others, I'm noticing I'm getting blessed. He just said that to me about 10, 15 minutes ago. So I just thank God. I just give God the praise. See, because look, as we are praying the love forward, as we are lifting one another, we are helping one another, as we are here to use our lives to give someone else the testimony to help them get the glory so God can get the glory. See, because you on the battlefield, but the battle is God's. It's not even yours. You in the ring, you in the oppression ring. You got the towel. You about ready to throw in the towel too, honey. But I'm going to tell you something. Hold on to that towel, honey. Hold on to that towel. Keep on rolling with God, honey. You got God. God is in there. God is in front of you by the Spirit within you, honey. God is fighting a battle for you. God said, for I know the thoughts I have for you, thoughts of good and not of evil, to give you an expected end. It's coming, honey. Keep growing in God. Keep growing. Keep on the highway of life. Don't look off there to the spiritual warfare, because it's over there. It's easy to just step off in some weeds. Get scratched all up in branches, run into some stumps, all kind of stuff over there. You ain't even supposed to be in there. Come out of there. See, God got you on a path. God got you on a guided path. But see, I'm telling you, misery love company, honey. And miserable folks, they want to pull you right down with them. They'll pull you right. They don't want to see you grow. Crabs in the bucket. They don't want to see you grow, honey. But look, you got to stay on the path that God got you on. I know all around you, it look messed up. What am I going to do? Oh, God, whoa, I can't make. But see what you got to do. You got to rise. You got to realize no matter what's going on around you, rise to reach your greatness too, honey. Rise within you. Don't look to nobody else to make your happiness. Find your happiness within you. Happiness begins within you. It starts in you. And then you make other folks happy too. Other folks around you happy. Because see, you happy. See, what you sow, you shall reap. Don't sow into foolishness, chaos, negativity, and drama. Don't sow into that. Don't even save it for your mama. She don't even need it. Honey, we getting ready to sow some other seeds. We ain't gonna sow into the spiritual warfare. We gonna sow into the solution there. God then came. God moving, honey. God ain't never left. By his Spirit that is within you, God is within you. So get right or get left. It's time to get out the spiritual warfare okie-doke games. It's time to stop doing that. Put your left foot in, take your left foot out, because you can fail. Put your arm in, you take your arm out because you got burnt. Stick your head in, you take your head out of, you're not caught up. You're in a headlock. You're in the grip of the spiritual warfare. When you stick your head in, you going in the headlock, of the spiritual warfare. But chains falling all around me. I hear the chains, the bondage. I hear laughter, joy, peace, genuine equality and righteousness. I see the dream. I see the dream he was talking about. See, I understand as we are growing, hearing God's plan. We are growing man and woman, growing in God's plan. And here we grow, kings and queens. We're going to keep on striving. We're going to run. Matter of fact, we're going to run on your mark, get set, grow. We're going to run to the finish line. We're going to keep on pushing. Dun, 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 dun. Hallelujah. I'm telling you, you're going to get tired. You're going to get tired. Yeah, you're going to get tired. You're going to get tired. You're going to be ready. Oh, I'm done. I can't. You better... okay, that's the anthem. That's the national anthem right there. Keep on pushing, hallelujah. That's the national anthem. And Dr. King adopted it. He did. He adopted it like, as the Negro anthem, because that's what, that's one of the names we had graduated to was Negro by then. We'd have been a whole lot of names, a whole lot of different things. We done graduated, came a long way, from the time the first ship docked over here in the USA. We done been a whole lot of names, but now we carry our royal name. African American, we are African first, no matter where you are in the world. We are African first. All life began in Africa. That's one thing we really, truly are. One nation, one world. One nation, one world. That's us. One nation, one world, man, woman, boy, and girl. So here we grow, Church of America, Church of the world. This is it. One love, that we are one love. Let's get together and feel all right. First, let's get together and do right. Let's do the right thing. Let's start doing right. Let's start doing right by one another. Start doing right by each other. Where you see somebody, got a need, have a need, be that, see a need, sow a seed, cause see, we done already took care of Pastor good. We took care of Pastor, been taking care of all these years. So now we need to turn around and start taking care of the people, Pastor's people. Just Pastor, come on. We can use that church, turn that church into something. Some folks need a helping hand. Some folks need a place to live. Turn that church house into a house. Just a house where someone can live. See, we can come together spiritually. We can meet together over the internet. We can meet together all kind of ways to congregate. To get together and praise, give God the praise. You can praise God wherever you stand. I do each and every day. I give God the praise, and God blesses me. God blesses me. God give me my daily bread. God give me wisdom. I turn to the Lord. I began to be a servant of righteousness. I began to turn to God. I'm telling you, life happens. Stuff happens. Things happen. But we keep growing in God. We keep learning. We on a journey of trying. You see, because his eyes on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. So we just keep learning and trying and growing and striving. We walking on the track. We on the track for God. Man and woman on track for God. Don't fall off the track, because see, I'm going to tell you something. On this highway of life, some of these trails, these roads don't have barricades. So you may, don't veer off, so you want to just stay straight. Don't veer off the road and run off the road, honey. So just try to stay as straight as you can on this highway of life as you are growing. As you are growing to God, honey, you're a child of God. So just look to God. Look to God just as a child would look to you. As your child look to you. Look to God. That's what you got to do. You got to turn to God. Then you got to use love, honey. You got to use love. Love, not hate, will make the world great. As much as you want to try, as much as you want to go there, you almost do go there. Don't go there. Just control you, because you can't control nobody else. That's all you can do in the end is control you. So control you. Just put your atomic buttons up. Put them buttons up. Don't let nobody push those buttons. Don't let nobody set it off like that. Of course, people gonna disappoint you, but don't put all your hopes in people. Put your hopes in you. Stop putting your hopes in people. Stop hoping I'm gonna meet somebody who's gonna make me happy. We gonna whisk me off and I'm gonna be so happy. Ooh. Honey, stop believing in fairy tales. It don't work like that. Honey, marriage is work. Marriage is work. You got to put your all into it. They got to put their all into it. If you see they ain't putting their all in, y'all got to sit down and talk about it all. You got to have communication, open communication, what you expect before you go in. If this what you taking before you dealing with, before you go in, guess what? You about gonna keep dealing with it as you in. So see, you got to see if that's what you want to deal with, because the one thing you ain't gonna find is no perfect being. You ain't gonna find no perfect being on this earth. Ain't no Mr. and Mrs. Right. Are you Mr. and Mrs. Right? Are you perfect? Are you just it? Are you just, the shebang? You just it? No, we striving. We down here striving. We all got faults. We all got different things, but we all striving it. That's what we got to be doing. We got to be striving, each one of us. Striving in God for a better way, kings and queens. Within us, happiness lies within us. Seek your happiness within you, because within the beauty, the peace, within the peace lies beauty, and that beauty, happiness. There's happiness there, and you can see the beauty, because when you happy, you can see the beauty in everything. You can begin to sow love, that pure love, that pure spirit love we were born with. We all have it. You just got to find it. You got to find it, because we all so under oppression. Oppression is all around us. We ain't trusting, and that's another thing about trusting. When you're trusting, you got to be understanding that as there's trust, there's also boundaries. Yeah, there's trust there. Yeah, but there's boundaries. See, because I got to protect me, and at the same time protecting thee. So see, we got to set boundaries for ourselves, because people will take kindness as weakness, and kindness is exactly what it is. Kindness is kindness, just being kind. That's who you are. You can't change from who you are. You can't turn and be like the oppression. What good is that gonna do? Then there you go, trying to destroy somebody else. Be you. Ain't no future in your fronting. Be you. And if kind ain't you, you need to change your mind and heart to grow, honey. You need to start to learn how to grow within yourself. Stop. See, I used to take the oppression out on me, but I learned. God taught me it's time to grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. And I love me. I love myself. I love who I am, I do. As we are keepers of the dream, as we grow older, we like to do different things. Like dye your hair, do different things to yourself there to make you feel good about how you look on the outside, but it don't change who you are on the inside. You still love you. You just want a better you, just a more improved you, on the outside of you, because it's a very sad thing that when it comes to women, we are really looked at by our age. Just like now, a lot of women in Hollywood are being perceived as how old they are now. Even some of the rappers, are perceived about how old they are. But like they can't still contribute their art to the world, and they can. They have went on a journey. They have been growing, as we all are going to do. We all going to grow, but we still all are putting into this life. We still all are putting into this highway of life, and we all have a lot to contribute to. We all have a lot to get to the breakthrough, because we still here growing. They still have a lot that they can contribute to the world, that they can give of their art, of their craft, of their love, and not to be judged by their age. Because I'm telling you something, honey, here I come. Here come grow. I thank God for my fam as we growing in Vietnam. Vietnam is country number 62, and I'm so grateful for you. I thank God for you. Country 62, Vietnam. God bless us. God help us. God bless us. God help us as we grow. God help us. God bless us as we grow, as we rise, as we lift, as we sow. Tell somebody to grow. Tell them I know you love them. I know you want to get to the breakthrough. You want to see them come through. Tell them to grow with us too. Come on, honey. It's time to grow. It's time to rise. It's time to live. It's time to sow. We ain't going to chase the money. We going to chase what's on the money. We going to chase God. We going to keep on seeking after God. We going to put the tracker on the Lord. Put the compass on. See how it's on that end? Turn that end. That's a G. We going to put the compass on God. We going to keep on seeking God. We going to keep on looking after the Lord. Honey, I'm going to tell you something. God is so good. We just got to keep giving God the praise. We just got to keep giving God the praise in the middle of it as we are going through. Yes, I know what it looked like. Yes, I know it don't look too good. Yes, I understand all the spiritual warfare. I understand the plan. The plan got messed up. Yes, but what we got to do with the plan, we got to turn it around, put God in the plan. Now let's put God in the plan. Let's put some love. Let's begin to sow love. Let's begin to sow a seed of love. Let's begin to sow around us. Let's sow love, because what you sow, you shall reap. And we want to sow and reap a harvest of love, kings and queens. God help us. God bless us. God help us. God bless us as we grow. I'm telling you, we are not alone. The godly spirits are around us. So religion teaches us that they're all asleep. Everybody's asleep. But religion cannot explain the fact that I lived in haunted houses, spirits all around me doing different things. But now I know, unbeknownst to me, because see, back then I was drinking. Unbeknownst to me, God was with me. And God carried me when I stopped drinking. And I knew, I knew even before that, the voice of the Lord. But really, when I stopped letting the oppression take me there, till I took the oppression out on myself, drinking there, tearing up my liver, tearing up my inside, because that's what alcohol do. It tears up the insides of you, and begins to destroy it, begins to break your body down on the inside, begins to eat up different body parts. See, because you only got one liver. And when that's gone, that's it. They're not going to give you a liver transplant. I'm telling you, especially if you've did it from drinking, you know how hard it is to get a liver? Livers are hard to get. So, honey, you got to change some stuff up. You got to do something. You got to stop drinking. And drinking leads to stinking thinking. Drinking is no help at all. It don't do nothing. It don't help the situation at all. Just make us it's a downer. It brings you even more down. Makes you just down. If you was crying before, take a drink and wait an hour. You don't be crying some more. So no, it's time to grow. It's time to rise. It's time to live. It's time to sow. Come on, kings and queens. It's God's time. We the keepers of the dream. We gonna keep rolling on full steam on this love, peace, and soul train, because we here to gain. We here to gain in God. We gonna rise and reach our greatness in God. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world, kings and queens. Let's rise, man, woman, boy, girl. Tell them to grow, honey. Tell them to rise in God. It's just a daily spiritual journey. You and the Lord. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom.